learn about energy that comes from natural resources. Okay, so let's review. What is energy? Energy is the force that causes everything to move. So, for example, gasoline allows a car to run. Coal gets burned and gets converted into electricity to light up the streets, our homes, our phones, our schools, and a lot of other things. A lot of things that use electricity. Okay, so the energy and fuels that humans use are derived from natural resources, and their use affect the environment in multiple ways. Some resources are renewable over time and others are not. So the natural resources we use are used to power everything around us, such as our homes, our cars, air conditioner, phone, tablet, computer, gaming devices, and so much more. And these resources consist of coal, oil, nuclear power, wind power, hydrogen, solar power, water, and so many more. So these energy sources can be divided into two different types of energy. We have the renewable energy and non-renewable energy. So renewable energy can be replaced over a short time. Such examples of renewable energy are wind, air, and solar. Non-renewable energies come from resources that are not replaced or are placed only very slowly. These examples include oil, petroleum, and nuclear energy. The majority of our energy comes from non-renewable sources, so we should minimize our use of non-renewable energy. Most of these energies come from the earth and take millions of years to form. Non-renewable energy has a far more severe impact on climate change because it creates huge amounts of carbon dioxide, which end up in our Earth's atmosphere. Renewable energy is much more environmentally friendly and reduces our carbon footprint. So one of the effects of non-renewable energies, such as oil, is that it can have spills in the ocean, and then it could create fires on the ocean surface, and also it affects the life of aquatic creatures. So the minority of our energy comes from renewable energy, but we should increase our use of renewable energy because it decreases global warming, it improves public health, decreases CO2 emissions and the pollutants in the air. It's an insoluble energy, meaning that these sources of energy are not limited and can be reused and harvested over and over again, such as the wind, the sun, and water. But there are downsides to renewable energy. Not all energy sources work everywhere. Windmills only work somewhere where it's windy. Solar works as long as there's sunlight. Dams can only be used where there is large bodies of moving water, which is why most of our energy comes from oil, coal, and petroleum, because renewable energy is not as stable. Also, renewable energy is not as cheap as other sources. So now you guys will go ahead and discuss within your classmates in your table what types of energy do we use in our classroom, at home, in our community. Is it renewable energy or non-renewable? Okay, now that you've discussed what types of energy we used in our community, we'll go ahead and complete an activity. So you'll get in groups of 5. We will go to the library and you will research 3 types of different renewable energies that can be used in our school to be more environmentally friendly. In your journal, you'll have to provide the following: a definition of the energy sources used, Include photographs and diagrams of the energy source, of how it works. Explain how the energy source works. Explain what makes this energy source environmentally friendly and how it's ideal to work in your community. Then we'll discuss the findings we've come up with at the end. Ask the class,